different and better. You know, you're trying to draw that target market. You're trying to draw a large target market to your brand. Identify your competitors. Right, clearly define who your direct competitors are. Same product, same audience, and your indirect competitors, similar product, different audience, or vice versa. So in other words, you have indirect competitors and direct competitors. So just know who all of them are. So if you don't know who a person is, that's just like you have a friend, but you don't really know who that person is. You can't analyze them. You can't critique them if you don't know who they really are. You know, because you can know a person, but not really know a person. You know. Analyze their strengths and weaknesses. Right. There's another term we learned called the Swot Analysis. Your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. So that's another term. I learned at Australia University. So analyze their strengths and weaknesses. So analyzing the companies, other companies, you know, your competitors, analyze their strengths so you can see what are they good at. You know, why are the customers running to them? Is it because they have quality products and services, great customer services, their prices, they're on all social media platforms, the technology in their firm is A1, but then you look at your firm, you're like, look, or your brand, we don't have the technology that they have over there. You know, maybe we had that technology, we can get things done faster. You know, like a lot of companies now are starting to use artificial intelligence. So I've been working with it. You know, it's very exciting. You know, artificial intelligence. So I've been creating little videos, but I'm going to incorporate a little bit more of that, you know, artificial intelligence in my videos. So, you know the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Definitely know the threats of another company, another brand, because if you know their threats, and then you know that you have to do things much better, you know. So they have some threats, they have a lot of things that they can beat you on, they can win a whole lot of customers, you know, over as opposed to the customers going to your brand. So they are definitely, your competitors are definitely a threat to you. Because they are, if they are doing anything better than you, then they're a threat. Their prices are lower. They have all the social media platforms. They have a presence in all the social media platforms, on the social media platforms. The prices. They have a storefront. And every time you go in there, it's beautiful. The store layout is beautiful. The quality of the products and services are beautiful. And the products and services, the products that they offer are healthy for the environment and healthy for their customers. And then, you know, when you go in there, they always think about the customer. The customer is number one, as they always say. So when you think about that, you're like, wow, we offer the same products and services, but they doing a whole lot of things over there. They doing a lot differently. I'm doing over here in my business. So I want to see what they doing over there. I want to find out why customers are all running over there and not coming over to my brand. So those are the things that you think about. Right, analyze. So first of all, identify the competitors, analyze the strengths and weaknesses, and then we're going to go to understand the market gaps. Use your analysis to find customer needs that your competitors are not meeting. Right, this is a primary source of new opportunities for your business. Right, use your analysis to find customer needs that your competitors are not meeting. Right, so in other words, if you can be unique as well as finding a way to meet the customer's needs as opposed to your competitors. If your competitors are not meeting the customer needs, and you can find a way to meet the customer needs. First of all, you got to find out what does the customer need. What does the customer need, and what does the customer want? You know, so you send out like, I guess you can send like emails. You know, you have an email list, and then you have an email list. You send in emails. You have an email department probably to handle something like that. send little emails out to your with your customers and your potential customers. So, you know, you send a little emails, you send little text messages, and, you know, we have a new product, you know, and it softens the skin more, it does this, it does that. So if you have a product that can do more than some of the products that your competitors have, you know, and the customer finds out, you know, then they may, you know, more customers may come to your brand. Yeah, so it says, find out the needs of the customer, find out the needs of the customer, and then know whether or not your competitors are meeting those needs. So if your competitors are not meeting the needs of the customer and you can meet the needs, in other words, what if you have something that, you know, the customer wants in your brand, but your competitors don't have it. Yeah, your customer may want something, say for instance, they want something that make, you know, keep your skin from getting red, you know, or something like that. Whatever it is, you have that in your brand, but they don't have that. And then they're going, you know, the customer more than likely will want to come to your brand and say, well, they don't have it over there, so we're going to go over here because they got it over there. You know, they got that over there. Shirley Banks, LLC, she's selling that over